Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell and like our videos. And thank you very much for supporting this podcast. And if you're in need of solar solution, I would prefer you to work with Instalight. They're the best in town. You can speak to Gidiomi directly here. The number is 0722818883. Talk to Gidiomi if you're in need of solar solutions, whether you need it in your home, in an office, and say goodbye to power outages. I did the mentions first because I want my people from Murang'a, please grab a seat and take time and watch this video. I know you've heard what is in the mainstream, what is in the screens, and what people are sharing, maybe sharing with you. But this is what I want to call Msema Kweli. Kindly listen to this podcast. And if you can share with a friend, share with a friend. It is worth sharing. So by the end of the day, you'll find out that. Now, William Samoei Arap Ruto landed in Murang'a in the day 3 of Mount Kenya tour. The day 3 in Mount Kenya tour was relatively dull on development, on perceived development, but very huge on political optics. I was curious for Murang'a because but then I was on my way to Namanga, nilistomisha gari, and I followed the Murang'a one keenly because Murang'a is proving to be the most difficult for the president. You will find out why. If our MPs cannot do the right thing, we are not helping the situation. First, let's start with the photo optics. This is an established shot of the president in an area where the launch is happening. You know, I've been telling you that you look at what is shared in your Facebook feed and you see the photos that are being paraded in the social media pages. But look at this. This is an aerial view of that place. What is that turnout? Is that a huge turnout? No. So, and then look at that, and do you know that from this video, from this photo, from this established shot, you can get a close-up where unachukua mali watu wako wengi, a corner somewhere. And this is, you will know that this photo has been picked from the other established shot. And I've been telling you, I'm convinced that the turnout is not reflecting the people. The turnout is staged and the photos are done. Oh, my space is photography. Even if you give me a crowd of 500 people, I can still get such a photo. Yes, you can still get. And so for me, that tells you that the whole hula about turnout is neither here nor there. Now, Murang'a was critical because of these reasons. Number one, we were curiously waiting as to whether William Ruto was going to address Ndindi Nyoro factor. By probably number one, going to Kiharu constituency, where Ndindi Nyoro is in record to have done the best, been the best MP in the country and even in the county. He didn't go to Kiharu. And Ndindi Nyoro was also missing in the president's convoy. He didn't attend. Number two, remember Irungu Nyakera? Irungu Nyakera, I don't know if this is Nyakera or Nyakera, could be one of it. And maybe he was the chairperson of KICC. A day before Ruto going to Murang'a, he was relieved of his duties there. He was demoted, he was removed from that, sacked from that job. Initially, he was the party leader of Farmers' Party, So wali support, was a member of Kenya Kwanza under Farmers Party. And then he resigned as the party leader of Farmers Party and was appointed to KEMSA, where he did deliver. KEMSA was riddled with several corruption cases. Then William Ruto moved him from KEMSA to KCC, and now he's been moved from the KCC and he's been sacked. His party is the one where Waititu was changed as the new party leader. So it was there. I was also going to look at how that would work. The other factor is this. Gatanga, the MPs in the MPs in Murang'a have been most vocal against the president. Now Murang'a has these constituencies. There is Kandara, there is Gatanga, Kandara, where Alice Wahome comes from, CS, Kangema, Kegumo, Maragua, Madhioya, and Kiharu. 7. Out of these 7, Gatanga, MP Edwin Muriu is on Rigathi Gachagwa's camp. Kiharu, Ndindi Nyoro is not neither here nor there, but is not with William Ruto. That can be confirmed. Maragua was also with Rigathi Gachagua until today's defection. And Kandara is also on the other side of Ndindi Nyoro and Madhioya. Now, that leaves you with Kangema, Kegumo. Yes, Kangema, Kegumo. And the Senate is also on the other side. So William Ruto only visited, out of the 7 constituencies, he only visited 2 constituencies. That is Kangema and Maragua. Let us go there. Before we go there, can someone take note that Mwangi wa Iria, who was also recently given a job by the president, skipped that meeting. Mwangi wa Iria was not present. There were reports that he was sick last week, but those were unconfirmed. Peter Kenneth, I had analyzed here that he even declined that job offer from the president. But Mwangi wa Iria had even started attacking Rigathi. He was absent there. Now, let's go to where? Let's start with Ruto visited the 2 counties. Let's start with the county of Maragua. Not Maragua, let's start with Kangema. In Kangema, William Ruto launched a project, and that project is called Kaihi Irrigation Project. I would want you to watch this video.
Million per year. So that's it. But then also we have direct employment of 2,000 people and 4,000. We expect to complete the project in the next 4 months. So that time we'll be able for commissioning. Thank you. Then there's this is just an example. Engineer?
So, Your Excellency, karibu sana. This is our bird fusion machine. The whole of Kaihi has about 70 kilometers of pipe, and we're using HDPE. HDPE is a lot easier to use as compared to PVC of piping. Yes, starting from 450 all the way to about 60 millimeters in diameter. So we are using HDPE. So now, Your Excellency, is what with the bird fusion, we have this hot plate. It will be put here by this technician, hiyo ni moto. Yeah, so Your Excellency, ukuja hapa. So you push this for us. Push it. Then we wait for 2 minutes. So the HDPE pipes they are durable as compared to UPVC pipes. They last up to 30 years. UPVC, they go up to 5 years. So we are adopting this for our irrigation project. And this one for Kaihi has taken 65% of the total cost of the project is this.
Now that is Kaihi irrigation project. And interestingly, that project is ready to have been done, and what the president has launched is that generator. That generator. Come on. A generator. And that project, to best understand it, is you look for Sabina Chege. He's just posted some post about that. He's saying, today I joined His Excellency President Dr. William Ruto and Deputy President His Excellency Kithure Kindiki to inspect the Kaihi irrigation water project in Kangema, Murang'a County. Listen, the project is 87.6% complete and set to finish by February 2026. Will enhance horticultural farming by providing a steady water supply through intake works, pipelines, irrigation kits, and road crossings. Now, there are some reports that Sabina Chege could be eyeing Kangema parliamentary seat in 2027. That's why she's interested about that. But now, let's look at the content of that. That is the only thing. The project is 87% done. But that 13% is going to take us 8 months. Look at the kind of corn going on. We are taking 8 months to do 13% of the project. While when the president attends, we've done 87.6%. And when the president attends, the president is going to launch the generator. Oh, my people from Kangema should tell us, what is the state of that project? Another hot air project there. I looked at it and, guy, pathetic. And sometimes I wonder, why do we lie to our people? Why are MPs doing this to the voters? Why are they doing this? And if you want to know, that project is neither here nor there. When the president was talking in Kangema, he just mentioned about the school, about that polytechnic, all through polytechnic, and never mentioned that project. Even if you look at the Facebook page for Dr. Peter, not doctor, is not a doctor. Why am I saying doctor? For the member of parliament is called, I should get his name here. The member of parliament from Kangema, Peter Irungu Kihungi, if you look at his Facebook page, he's not mentioned that project because that project is wild goose chase. He's only talked about others on that Michuki Technical Training Institute, elevation to National Polytechnic, 30 million donation for expansion of the National Polytechnic, new Michuki National Polytechnic bus, 30 million. Come on. Look at the next one, Maragua. I told you he visited only 2 constituencies, Kangema and Maragua. In Maragua, we commissioned 1 billion Maragua Ridge irrigation development project with a water storage capacity of 860,000 cubic meters. It will support irrigation on 800 acres and create over 12,000 jobs directly. There is no video, but these are the photos. Look at that. You know, when you talk about 1 billion project, and then even if president is launching a cross section, that is the part. You bridge unaona hapo. You kitu inakaa bridge, hiyo ndio maji. That is the part that president went to commission. And in fact, that one doesn't have that nini yenye mali president wana launch. Another big hot air project. So, and that is why some of us are asking, why are MPs doing this to their constituents? Even if it is for politics, why are you doing this? There's no project going on there. And do you remember the sewer line from Maua that we analyzed? Looked at it. I analyzed it. Now look at this video.
See, this is what the president has been launching right now in Maua town. Let's show them. Let's show them. Hata lebo ni kweli kitu imelaunchiwa leo tu. Na washaamua kutoa hata lebo yao mapema. Angalia. This is what our president has been launching here in Maua town. We love our president. What a wonderful president do we have. Just see that signature. We love our president. What a great president we have. Just look at the system. Come on, look. Mchukua kwani unafanya nini? Wewe toka hapa usiniletee stress zako buda. Rais ni wetu, kwani rais ni wetu. Hii project ni yako. Wewe toka hapa bana. This is our project. This is our presidential project ya Maua. This is a presidential project.
Over 150 vehicles zimekuja zimelaunch hiyo.
This is a project. Presidential escort.
Even your mambo iko kwa ground. So when some of us say that we are doing an injustice, we are just right. Now that is even your mambo iko kwa ground. Now day 3, the bloggers took more time amplifying the defection of Mary Maua. Now the defection of Mary Maua from to leave Rigath's camp to join William Ruto's camp is, interestingly, the president pushed that agenda, and in fact he was targeting 2 people. He mentioned Mary Maua and Nyoro-Kan'gata. While Mary Maua, I think let's listen to the president part here.
Na sasa tumekuja kuungana sisi wote. Si hata huyu wa Maua ni mjumbe wenu? Ndio. Sasa niwaulize, huyu wa Maua aende kwa watu ya fitina ama akuje kwa mambo ya watu wa maendeleo? Mnasema arudi nifanye kazi na yeye, ndio tujenge barabara, ndio tuunganishe stima, ndio tujenge shule, kwa sababu wale hawana cha kufanya? Ama ni aje watu wa hapa Maragua? Hebu nione wale wanasema tutembee. Sasa wewe wa Maua, amri ya wananchi ndio amri ya Mungu, ama namna gani jameni? Na mnajua huyu mama nimetoka na yeye mbali, si ndio? Lakini saa zingine anaenda hapo ananisahau kidogo, lakini sasa lakini tutapangana na yeye, si ndio? Na huyu Kan'gata si tutembee na yeye? Huyu Kan'gata wa Marua, si ndio? Na huyu Kan'gata tunashirikiana na yeye, nimemwambia ya kwamba mambo ya afya mimi nitakusaidia Mheshimiwa Kan'gata kwa mambo ya afya.
Then after this, Mary Maua spoke, and I want us to get, because she actually made the public that she's defecting to William Ruto's side.
Sasa huyu mama mzuri na ameitikia kufanya kazi na wewe, ni wa kuwekwa nyuma, na unajua wewe ni rafiki yangu. Wacha tuchape kazi, na kabla miaka 5 iishe tuone His Excellency atakuwa ametufanyia kazi mpaka wapi. Siasa ni maendeleo, na tuwache scorecard tuiweke pale tukishamaliza term. Huyu wako sawa na energy ako nayo. Na kutereza kulikuwa kuanguka kweli? Kutereza kulikuwa kuanguka? Your Excellency, nilianza hii maneno ya kusema lazima tukue ndani ya serikali kutoka Januari, wakati nilikuwa nasungusha maneno ya basari. Uko sawa na uko sawa kabisa. Asante.
Sawa wewe Betty.
When you listen to that soundbite, the speech first looks scripted. Of course, she's mentioning that she's a friend to Kindiki. I doubt. But that had to be done that way so that ionekane ni Kindiki ameenda kusupport Kindiki, not the president. Number 2, started talking in December. That doesn't look true. That is supposed to, so that the thing doesn't mean that it is done now. Remember, since Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, Mary Maua has never attended any UDA meeting. Not even the UDA PG. Not even the meeting with Mount Kenya MPs while organizing for this trip. She didn't attend. And that is bit of it. And I want to believe that I've seen the bloggers. No one is highlighting the projects. And I'm saying, those sharing photos about the turnout and about the defection, they're not helping the president. What, in fact, some of us are even helping the president by debunking some of these things so that they can do better. So, in fact, they should be telling the people what the president launched in place X and place Y. But talking about photos of turnout and defections is just to create a hype and divert attention, because at the end of the day, the president is saying he will look for a track record. So, Nyoro-Kan'gata, and I've seen the president working on a strategy to go after regarding allies. Now, Nyoro-Kan'gata in his speech was clean, and he didn't succumb to that pressure kuweka msimamo.
Sisi tulikuja na program ya kupatiana mbegu, si ndio? Na hizo mbegu price yake ni 500 and something, lakini kule Kitale imeenda 400. Na kuomba ili next time tuweze kupatia more farmers, utusaidie hiyo mbegu ya 400, hata sisi tukinunua kwa national government iwe pia 400, tupatie more farmers hapa Murang'a. La mwisho, Your Excellence, Murang'a County is the only county katika hii area ambayo haina international stadium.
He spoke, and this is what I say. And immediately mentioned it, akaingia kwa gari. He never commented about local politics. He never mentioned about, I'm going to support President Ruto. He made. And that is a very strong message. That is clear that the trap that William Ruto was setting, kwamba aruke aseme mimi na support, haiko. He didn't. He's strictly talking about development, which really the president had mentioned it was development. In Nairobi, Mutahi Kahiga was even talking about weighing on the kingpin debate.
Rais ni kingpin wa Kenya, lakini pengine sio kingpin wa mlima. Ukimwona mwambie Mheshimiwa Rais, wewe ni kingpin wa Kenya, lakini kwa mlima una wenyewe. Unajua ni vizuri tuseme ukweli. Tunafurahi kwa sababu rais amekuja, na hii wiki imekuwa nzuri kwa sababu tumepata marupurupu. Tungetaka awe akiendelea kuja kwa sababu akija marupurupu yanapatikana na tuna furaha. Lakini mwito ni ule ule. Tuko pale pale. Ni vizuri nikwambie.
Kwa hivyo watu wa mlimani hawajaanza kuomba.
Unajua ni vizuri, mimi nimekuwa, si mimi mwenyewe pia nilimkaribisha Nyeri. Na kwa sababu ni rais na mimi ni gavana na nikampokea. Lakini hata yeye mwenyewe anajua uchangamfu uliokuwako mwanzo na ule uliokuwa wakati huu kuna tofauti, kwa sababu kuna yale mambo ambayo yalitendeka ambayo hayajakuwa. Unajua watu wa Mlima Kenya huwa sio watu wa kuchangamka na kupiga nduru na kufanya nini. Wakikasirika huwa wananyamaza. Sasa juzi ulisikia tulielezwa kwamba rais anakuja, tukaambiwa kwamba anatuletea mazawadi, basi tukajitokeza na tumepata.
Mambo si rahisi. My Murang'a people, I can tell you without fear of contradiction, the president's mission there was just a con mission. Hakuna kitu. In fact, I've realized some few observations are made from this, interpretations are made from that. Murang'a will be the hardest county to crack in Mount Kenya. Leave alone even Nyeri. Murang'a will be the hardest. And while it is shouting cooked development figures on top of the car, there is nothing tangible going on. I wish someone should give us the resources and the networks so that we fact check. We go and see, amelaunch hii juzi, inaendelea. Amelaunch hii juzi, inaendelea. So that people really see the real work. There is a crackdown on Rigathi allies so that they can join President Ruto for the optics. That is the strategy to win back the region. And partly I think Rigathi needs now to come out and launch that party and go full neck against President Ruto. And Ruto is targeting the village folks for temporary comfort. He's targeting the village. I say, amejua huku watu washajua. Haizi enda Murang'a town. Like you realize, he couldn't go to Murang'a town. Yes, he's going to the deep villages. Na organize watu hapa. Even that other one, organize watu wa shule here and there, just for tokens. And the public, some of us, we say, our work is to enlighten you. Yes, your decision is yours. Ukienda kupiga kura ni wewe utaamua. Kama unaona kuna kitu rais amefanya, sawa. Kama unaona pia tunakuombea ni kweli rais hajafanya, you'll have to see. Thank you.